Alright guys, the next system we're going to look at in the Sega line is the Sega Saturn. Now, after Sega, then the Sega Genesis 2, the Sega CD, and the 32X, and then you all know about the cluster that you put all that stuff together and you get like this monstrosity. Finally, they came up with a system which was the Sega Saturn, despite having the Sega Dreamcast on the horizon. So first we're going to take a look at the system. Very attractive design. Right, just simple square top loading. And the thing about this, you had your CD in here as well as you could play your controllers, or pardon me, you could play your Sega Genesis carts in the back. Right, so in the front here, power. And this here, open your game top loading system here, the CD part, which I'll show you a game in a second. And then some computerized access, your ports for your controllers, and also there were some expansions in the back for other items. Some of the controllers, now you're getting more of a sleek design. Actually, this is probably one of my favorite controllers. It's very comfy. It's a very sleek design. Nice little thumb pad, your 6-button switch, and your traditional start, and your bumpers. Other controllers that were made was this one here, is actually made for this game here, Nights into Dreams, and I just happened to find 2 of them, and then there's a second traditional controller. Now most of the games for Sega Saturn, they came out with these gigantic cases. I'm not quite sure what the thought process was behind that, but obviously you could see that they graduated into your jewel cases, which became more common with things like the PlayStation, so this would cut down on costs and stuff. But here's a game, Robotica, and despite having said that though, these were quite attractive. Obviously the artwork was nice, very thick and stuff, but obviously if you crack this, then you're pretty, well, pardon the language, you're pretty screwed and stuff. But it's nice for filing compared to what Nintendo was doing at the time. They were actually, with their different systems around this time, getting into Super Nintendo, the Nintendo 64, they didn't have any identification of their games on the spines, which is probably one of the things about the carts. So we're just going to boot this up in a second here, and then I'll give you a little look, and you'll see the different quality in the graphics. It's just going to take a second, and I'm just going to load this here. You can see it doesn't look like it's been used since '94, but it actually just keeps booting that way for some reason. Your standard Sega Saturn screen. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Let's let you see the demo here for a bit. Just gonna bump up the volume. So you can see the quality has changed obviously now that we've gone to a CD system. The games are really nice. And we'll start this up, although I'll only be playing with one hand. I'm just trying to skip along here just to give you a little bit of the gameplay. So it should be transforming here in a second. This is actually a pretty fun game once you get around to it. And again, I'm just playing with one hand here, so it's pretty hard. But you have to get your suit. Now you can just go jam. This is actually a really fun game. Whoops. I'm just trying to talk and play at the same time, so it's pretty hard. But, whoops. Anyways, you have to accomplish a number of things here in the game, and then you get to different boards when you get certain stuff. I'm actually trying to get to it right now, but it's pretty hard to talk and play at the same time. Whoops. So the gameplay is pretty good, the controls are nice. Whoops, I don't know if you see that. And the music's pretty good. Alright, so hope you enjoyed that. That was the Sega Saturn. We'll give you a quick look again. And we'll see you guys all soon.